Hey everyone, in this video we are going to look at a Leetcode problem, that is group anagrams. So starting with the problem statement. Given an array of strings, group the anagrams together. You can return the answer in any order. So what is an anagram? For example, you have a word eat, or you can rearrange the letters of the word eat to form a T or maybe TAE, or it can be ATE, anything. All of these are anagrams. Okay, so here you will be given a string. For example, here's your string, and we are asked to return a two-dimensional vector of string which will have all the anagrams together. For example, eat is 1, then we have T, we have 8. This will be our first group. The second group of anagrams that we can get is tan and nat, and the third one that we can get is, what's left here is bat. So we basically have to return these groups in a vector. See, this is a vector, this is a one-dimensional vector having strings in it, but what we will return is that we'll return the same vector inside that. Instead of string, we'll return a group of strings. Okay, so that is how a two-dimensional vector works, and this is what we are gonna do today. Let's start writing our code. So first of all, we'll create a vector which will store our answers. So this is a two-dimensional vector. This will store all of our answers. So here you can see that EAT, from the letters EAT we got 3 anagrams. From the letter TAN we got 2 anagrams. From the letter BAT we got 1. So what data structure can we use to do this? We can use maps, right? We can map EAT with all these 3, TAN with all the anagrams that matches. So here's how we'll approach. These are our keys and these are our values. Our key has a string and our value has a group of string. So let's declare unordered map, and the data type that we are gonna enter is, the key has a data type of string and the value will be of a group of strings. So let's say vector of string, let's call it UMP. So our unordered map will map the group of strings with a key, and then we'll copy this string in two-dimensional vector and return that vector. Okay, this is how we are going to approach our problem. For int I is equal to 0, let me take a variable string s is equal to str of I. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort individual strings. Eat will become 80, T will become 80, AT will become 80. So all of these strings will become 80. Sort strs of I dot begin, comma, of I dot end. This will sort my string. Now let's see how our vector looks like after sorting, and we'll see out v of I, and yes, we are gonna return answer so that we don't get an error here. We got an, okay, these are just the comments, let me comment it. So after sorting individual string of our vector, this is how it looks like, 80, 80, and this will make our task easier. We'll push back these words in our unordered map, but you know that unordered map can only have a unique key. So AAT, only one AAT will go in our map. So let me just push it. UMP of strs of I will be equal to, okay, dot push back. See, there are many ways we can insert in our unordered map. This is one, this is how we push back. We can also insert in the elements. Push back S. Here we are taking a string and storing it in S, and that string we are pushing back in our unordered map. Okay, what this will do is, it will map AET with eat, T8, and with tan and nat, ABT with bat. So these AET and ABT, these are our key and these are our values. So if we want to access any of it, we'll access the key using ump.first, and we'll access these using ump.second. So that is how that's the method. Okay, so you gotta know how to deal with unordered maps. So we'll write a for loop for auto I in unordered map answer dot push back. Now what we want to push back, only this group of strings. Okay, so we're gonna write I dot second. So this for loop will basically push all the values, not the keys, only the values in our 2D vector, and then we can just return our vector. Let's just comment this and let's return our answer. Let me run it, comment it. So here it ran successfully. Let me remove all the scrap code here. Okay, so here's our final code and it should work well. Okay, accepted. There are many ways you can do the same problem, right? There are many ways to insert in an unordered map. There are many ways to print it as well. For example, if you don't want to do it this way, you can use the iterator, and let me write that for loop here. Here you go. For auto ITR, I have taken an iterator here. ump.begin ITR should not be equal to ump.end, and we are gonna increment ITR all the time. And answer.pushback ITR arrow second. This is how we do it. Okay, so there are many ways you can push back. Let me comment it and run this thing. This will do the same task of pushing in the values, pushing in the group of strings in a 2D vector. So it ran successfully, and if I submit it, it should be submitted successfully, and it did. So this is how the problem group anagrams is done. Again, there are a lot of ways you can do it. You can try it on by yourself. So this was all for today's video. Thank you and have a good day.